This is Rob Ismay and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Rob, fancy bumping into you here?
It's happening, Martin, you know.
Oh, yeah, so we're here at the Job's Gym, Benwell. You've just done some tech rounds with a couple of lads. How do you feel?
I feel good, you know, I feel fit as fire. No stone has been left unturned. I've had a few niggly injuries, and obviously taking the weight off takes it out of you a little bit, but I am fit as fire. As soon as I'm fueled up and ready, I'll be flying. I should be flying.
It's only about, was it 2 weeks in a day till fight night, is it?
Two weeks a day. 2 weeks a day.
Oh, Friday, yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks a day. So another week of hard training. 3 more track sprints sessions, like break it up amongst the days. A couple more live spars. But you're glad we fucking went out here and not in there, because I can't hear the fucking thing. I can't even hear myself think here. A few more sprints on the track. 800 metres, we're doing 800. So I got that from Fano. You know, Fannin, yeah, he's got what Tommy does. And Martin, that's Michael Hunter, that's what they all used to do. You're aiming to get 800 metres in 3 minutes. I'm not too far away from it, but I'm fit, but it's just like the calorie deficit and taking the weight off. I need to be, after this one, I fucking said it in my last interview, I just lied, because I just let Christmas get a hold of us, and I just piled on about 3 stone, but I just overindulged with me, my bird and stuff, and not too much on the drink or anything. It was just I like food. So I just need to stay on this, get this out of the way, have a few days rest, get back on it, and this one's still going to be at heavyweight, but I'm going to be even a little heavier weight. And I was a last interview. You've seen, as I said, you'll never say this is a fat heavyweight again. Well, unfortunately, you're going to have to say it's a chubby heavyweight. This one's made at 15-10, but the very lower scale of heavyweight. And then the one after that will be cruiserweight. I will make cruiserweight after that. I've got no Christmases, I've got no excuses to balloon. I've got a nutritionist in Don Clazel, who's doing everything, like saying, you can't, like, he's making all my meals basically, and he's saying, eat this, then eat this at that time, eat this at that time, don't do this, don't do that, do that, you can't have this, you can't have that, and we have to stay strict now if you want to make the weight. So that's what I'm doing. It's draining and dragging on us a little bit, it fatigues us in the gym. It's the end of the week now, on Friday, so it is draining, but fight camps are. That's what you're supposed to be, tired. And but next one after that, I'll not be as drained, because I'll be around 10%. I'll be 10% over my fight weight, so I'll be at my performance weight. So because when I weigh in at 14.4, make the cruiserweight limit, I'll be 15.7 in the ring. So if I'm walking around 15.10ish and I'm performing, I'll not be fatigued. You know what I'm saying? So that's the plan anyway.
So you're out on the Probellum show, which is co-promoted by Phil Jeffries, your manager. Do you have an opponent?
Did have till Wednesday. Was Perry Howe, good kid, decent kid, winning record. 6-4-2, won 1, lost 1, but since then he's had 7, been beat last week. Unfortunately suffered broken rib, so he's had to pull out. We heard that he'd been put down and he'd been hurt with a body shot, but we're hoping he was going to be alright. But it is what it is, boxing, it happens, injuries happen. I've got niggly shoulders at the minute, but it just says it is what it is. I think I've tore something in me. I don't know what it is, what I've done. It's like MSK says it's I've been going to MSK, Mark Poolen. They've got like magic wands there, like they make you feel, honestly, what they do. My cousin's a sports masseuse as well, so he's been helping. I'm just getting older, you know, mate. Just getting older and everything's just catching up. Everything, I can't do what I was doing in my 20s. I can't just get up and run and then train and then run and then train like every day. That's what I used to do on a fan. Just to run in the morning, pound the pavements, pound the roads, sprint, hills, steps, then train, do it again, then do it again, then do it again. Now I've got to be a little bit more smart. I'm 34. I've got to plan it. I've got to do spins, low impact stuff. Dom had us on the assault bike yesterday and I nearly died. Honestly, like maximum effort for 20 seconds, maximum effort of it, like, and then like a short rest, back on again, blocks of 6, back on 15 seconds and 10 seconds maximum effort, and it was just brutal. So like, I've got to train smarter now. I can still be as fit, but I've got to be a little bit more smarter about how I do it now because I'm picking up injuries and stuff. So.
I mean, unfortunately, the boxer's Achilles heel is always the temptation of food, isn't it? I mean, how do you, obviously, it's like you're dieting, obviously you've got your missus, you've got your kids and all that kind of stuff. I mean, obviously kids love chocolate, they love cakes, they love pizza. How do you refrain from it all?
You've just got to be disciplined, you know, mate. To be fair, I'm not out of camp. I'll admit it, I am not. That's how I'm a little fat heavyweight at the minute. Like, I'll look better on come fight now because I've still got like a stone and a half to go, but I'll do it. But I have just got to just try and ignore it and fill up on what Dom tells us to do and listen to what Dom tells us. I've got an app, a program, and he's got all my meals and he says eat this then, eat that then. So I'm used to it now and I'm full. Like I'm having like salads and like good salads, good stuff and good like vegetables to fill us up. But it's just trying to do, and obviously avoiding the kid, avoiding like taking a couple of the kids' fish fingers, because them calories add up. But I'm in a massive deficit, and that's why I'm feeling probably a little bit more fatigued than I usually would, because we're trying to make an even lighter weight than we did for the last one, because we were 16.5 last one, so 15.10 this one. So gonna do that, then stay on it. Listen, as soon as I refuel, I'll be 16.5 by the time I get back in the ring. But stay on it from there, then keep bringing it down. I'll be able to do it again. Come down to 15.7, then for the championship, then I'll take it off.
I see that Probellum have catfished you in some way with your poster.
Oh, aye, it's off. Bastard, yeah. Aye, that's off me days as a light heavyweight. Career light heavyweight. I think I'm 12 stone 12. That was when I first started going with my fiancée. That picture was taken. That was the first fight she came to see. 12 stone 12 I was there. But listen, I put a lot of weight on, but I've put a lot of. It's not all bad weight. Like I've put thickness. I put like I'm thicker set now, and I was originally saying. I'll do light heavy again. But my 6 stone was a bit of a push. So for my age and stuff, and I'm strong enough to compete at cruiserweight. And do you know what it is? Cruiserweights, the talent isn't as good as light heavyweight. There's more. It's a light heavyweight. So I want to drag myself down to light heavyweight for harder fights. They hit a little bit harder at cruiserweight, but they're a lot faster at light heavyweight and speed kills. So they did catfishes on that one, but all the pictures they took from my last fight, where obviously I was 16.5, lean in shapes, like leanish, still chubby around the sides, but they were too dark apparently and they couldn't use them. So the only one they had was that one, and he just said, and I said, Phil, that's the only one I've got from my light heavyweight days, and he went, that'll do, just send it. So they've catfished the public a little bit on that one. See, this is me now. So like 16.5, you say it's 15.10 on the night.
Well, they should have emailed me. I got a couple of transparent images.
I know. So, but never mind. They'll get some. I'm sure they'll get some good runs from Fight Week, because I'm looking forward to it. Like first one, what's
press conference, all that kind of
first real one. Do you know what it is? That was the first. My last fight was all because of COVID though, and that was my first day before weigh-in. I've never had a full 24 hours to refuel and rehydrate before, so it makes a massive difference, massive difference, and it should be for every professional. But these promoters, I'm not mentioning any names, but he's a little bit tight. Just pay an extra £100, give them for the hotel for the opponents to stay out, even pay it. I don't mind for that extra day weighing, like 24 hours. But I'm getting it again, and it's a proper Probellum, and they're snapping up all the talent in the North East, leading the way by the looks of it. Got Pat and Luke, Tommy, who was going to win a world title this year, by the way, mark my words. Tommy Ward is absolute world class, and he will win a world title this year. I put money on him. I put a fortune on him, to be honest, to win it in 2021, and COVID happened. I think 2020 anyway, so COVID happened, and so that never came to fruition. But he will win one this year. I'm sure that Probellum will get him the shot that he deserves, because he's a world class operator. People say you can't punch. He fucking can. I'm telling you now. Yeah, you ask Jesse now if Tommy Ward can't punch when he went to fight in America. Right? You know what I mean? So I promise you, he can punch now. He's maturing now, and he is a world class operator. That's the one to watch. Troy Williamson, brilliant fighter. He's on as well. Do you know what I mean? Mark Dickinson. I think he'll take over Britain quickly. He'll be king of the kingdom in a few years' time. Super middleweight. So good North East talent. They're snatching them up. So this is my first one for them. So we'll see.
Well, speaking of power, you didn't hang around last fight, did you? You knocked him out, and he has retired, I believe.
Has he? That's a shame. Seemed like a nice lad, Josh. But I don't know. I can't really comment on why he's retired or whatever. But I put him when I remember landing, it was just a short chop, and right there from there. And obviously you got it on camera, but I didn't even feel like it was a heavy shot. But it's obviously the ones that you don't really see that put you over, and I got him out of there quick. It'd be nice to do it again. I like early nights, especially when it's a Friday. So I'd love a Friday flyer again. I'd do.
So is that the plan? Is it knockout, or is it just a case of get the rounds in? If it comes, it comes.
Don't look for you look for. See, for all you box rank my record. Believe me, I'm a puncher. I can punch. To tell anyone I've shared a ring with, anyone, even at light heavyweight, the ones I haven't stopped, they'll go, fucking hell, he can fucking punch. But back then, it takes a little bit of maturity. Like, back then, I knew I could punch. My first 4, I stopped 2 out of the 4, and I was just like, this is easy, I'm just going to blast everyone out. So that's what I was doing, looking for it. Every time I'd be going and looking to knock them out. And it doesn't come. 9 times out of 10, it will not come. And I knew I had 6 rounds in front of us. I knew I had plenty of time. So I was just going to see him again. I'm going to look for it. And I'm sure if I do touch them and it lands, they'll go over. So in them little 10s, I wouldn't like to be hit by me in them little 10s. What a fuck.
Well, Steve Robinson said to me once that you've got the best footwork that he's ever seen. Did he?
Very nice compliment of him. I think Graham Rutherford has actually said, well, he didn't say those words, but Graham Rutherford is the best coach in the North East, amateur coach in the North East by a country mile. No disrespect to anyone else. I haven't seen them, but I mean, the results speak for themselves. ABA champion after ABA champion, the McCormacks, the Olympians, Cyrus. Who else you got? Ben Reese is on this one. Callum French. They just produce and produce and produce. He's the best. And remember, obviously that's my old amateur club. And even Graham's complimented on that before. He said you've got really good really good foot movement for a big lad. So I'll take that. Cheers, Steve.
No, I've never actually been to Burley. I need to get myself down there.
Burley. The whole no prisoners, like that's why it's a doghouse. Like they'll spar 5-minute rounds and stuff, but they're always doing tech work and tech drills, and like Graham's he doesn't really like outsiders in, to be honest. It's like more so in case to steal his tactics on what he's doing, because he's a clever man. He watches what the judges are like in that season, whether it be aggression, whether it be counter punching. He'll look at them and say, right, we're not doing that this year. We're winning fights on the back foot, counter punching or pressure counter punching or whatever he does. I'm not a coach, he is, and he's a brilliant one at that. And Neil Fannin and Nik Gittus, I believe, are the best coaches in the northeast, pro coaches in the northeast. No offence to anyone else, but that's the only ones I've been under. But like, you got to remember, I got my pro base from Neil Fannin, so he gives me hold the feet, and you don't need to be. I remember when I went, because he doesn't take shit in. Like, if you're no good, or he doesn't think he can do anything with you, he's just saying, nah son, you have to just try someone else. Luckily Martin Ward, one of my closest friends, he's like my boxing brother. That's what they like. I was with them every day for years when I was a light heavyweight, when I first turned pro. If it wasn't for Martin Ward, I wouldn't have turned pro. And now I was like, Martin, how do I turn pro? Because Martin was a pro at the time. I think he had 9 or 10, maybe 8. And he went, I'll have a word with Neil and he'll have a look at you. And I went and sparred Dave Dolan, done a few rounds with him, and Neil must have liked something that he's seen, and he just went, I can do something with you. And then I remember going down, and Neil was like, I would be still flighty because as an amateur, I slowed my feet down a lot when you become a pro, because as those rounds go on, unless you're a freak like Manny Pacquiao that can stay bouncing on your toes in and out, in and out, in and out, it's when them rounds go on, you can't do that anymore. Just you're exerting energy that's pointless. Doesn't mean you can't move your feet, but there's a sensible way to do it. And that's like, and I remember finishing my combinations and bounce, and Neil would be like, cut the bounce out, cut the bounce out, cut the bounce out, and just drilling it into us, and I don't do that anymore. So, I'll take that though. I can't move my feet well. I'm a clever fighter, so I can manoeuvre, and Nicky's a clever coach, and he can tell us where and how, what angles to create, and where to put myself. And I think when I'm on it, when I'm not fatigued, when I'm fully fueled, I can do it. And you see it just off a short chop on my hand, put a heavyweight over. Heavyweight myself, but like I've never ever been a heavyweight. I'm not a heavyweight, but I'm still stopping them. So that speaks for itself, I think.
All right, finish up with a couple of your good pals going to be fighting soon. You got April Hunter. She's going to be out again, looking to get back on the winning. I mean, we know what happened last time, which obviously, like, she won't want too much revealed about that. But she's going to get back to winning weight.
Of course she will, 100%. She's brilliant, April Hunter. She's listening, and she listens and she learns. And like, even when I was in the gym when she first turned over with us, I would say when she's sparring, I would like whisper her in her ear when she come back to the corner, do this, do that, or she would know what I meant as well. When I would say things like head off the line, don't leave it at the punching line. Obviously, don't leave your head on the line for more than 2 seconds. And I think on that Peter Fury, especially the pound for pound best woman on the planet. That's a fact, by the way. Savannah Marshall is the pound for pound best woman on the planet. Got her sparring, train alongside her. I think it'll suit her. I think so. I think she just didn't perform. She just wasn't April. It wasn't April in the last one. And like Steve Robinson, Stephen didn't perform. He just didn't. When I spoke to him a couple of days later, or maybe in the day after, on the phone, I went, look mate, don't watch that back, because you're 100 times better than that. You're 100 times better than that. And obviously there's a 100 personal issues that were in his head for that. I'm sure you know them. I'm not going to go through them. And he doesn't want to make excuses for himself for why he didn't perform. He just had a bad night at the office. It sometimes happens. It happened with April as well, but they'll both bounce back. I know they will.
And Joe Laws is on the same card as you?
Joe, the little firecracker. He's a smeal pal. He messages madness all the time. What a character he is for boxing. Like, he just brings so much interest and buzz to northeast boxing, isn't it? And the Benwell Bomber, I'm rooting for him as well. He's one of my old amateur. I used to watch Joe. I think I've said in one of the interviews before. I used to watch Joe as an amateur, because he'll even tell you he's not the most talented kid, but he will work. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work. So, remember, remember I used to go in and watch when I was an amateur. I used to go in. The junior sessions would be before the senior sessions, and I would go in and watch the juniors, watch what Graham was doing, and copy some little things, pinch some little things here and there for me. And obviously Graham would help us in my amateur when I would he'd say little things, but Joe would stay behind when the rest of the class is finishing and we're about to start, the scenes are starting, and Joe's whacking a tyre or flipping a tyre, doing extra cardio and extra work. Like, he lives it. He's a bit, I think, like, he's a bit, he's not all there. Like, he's
But he's a boxer, not supposed to be.
I don't know why we do this. But we're mad. I don't think anyone's that boxers is normal. Definitely not. But I am rooting for me little pal, the Bomber, and he wants to do an interview actually, because he done an interview on IFL, I think, when he boxed the one from Ghana. I forget his name. It was at the arena anyway. When he's calling out Devon Haney and stuff, he said he wanted to do like a joint interview because he gets me on the camera and says he's coming back, he's going to do this, he's going to do that. Yeah. Like blew me horn a little bit, but I'm looking forward to seeing them all.
All right, let's close off then with the North East boxing scene. Obviously, you got the Probellum show coming up, obviously, which you're going to be on. You got Sky coming up as well with like April Savannah and that. You got Matt Jobs putting on shows. You got Phil Jeffries putting on shows as well, solo, and of course you got Dennis Hobson coming up as well. So it seems to be North East is the hotbed.
Tommy Hodge.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Tommy Hodgson. Yeah. Fucking unbelievable fighter. Another one from Berkeley. Unbelievable fighter. Like he'll go far, he'll do things. So you watch him as well. Watch out for Tommy Hodgson, the hitman. Definitely.
I totally agree. In fact, his pro debut is was it Dennis Hobson said he's seen like hundreds and hundreds.
Best pro debut he's ever seen, and that's a massive compliment coming from Dennis Hobson. He's seen a lot. He's seen a lot of them over the years. How long has he been doing it? A long time. That's the best pro debut you've ever seen. That's a big compliment. That. He's fucking catching up to me. I think this is his 5th fight. I'm 10-0. I've been pro since 2000. I had 7 years out of injury, but I said to him, you're catching up with me. You're like halfway to my record now. But he's the one to watch out for as well. Another Berkeley boy.
Actually, when he first came into the Wallsend gym, well, like you guys, obviously I did his interview to announce he's turning pro, and we're touting him out to like I know so many different promoters, and they're all like, oh, I don't know, maybe we'll look at the Olympians. I bet now they look at him and go, okay, so Dennis Hobson's quite clearly got a gem of the North East boxing now, and do they missed out?
He has, they have missed out. They have missed out massively. They're
missing out on you, to be fair, as well.
I think so.
My opinion, at least.
Well, we'll see. See if I perform well this one. We'll see. I'm sure one of them will take interest in us. I think I've got an idea who it is already, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to Probellum, for putting us on the honor card and letting us showcase what I can do. So, and hopefully I perform well. I'm sure I will.
I mean, either way, the North East boxing community is absolutely booming right now, is it not?
Even Tom Stalker said it. He said, I think the North East, for the North East fighters now, the North East is the hotbed. It's the one. Obviously, there's a lot in London. There's a lot in the Northwest. But at the minute, they all seem to coming out. They're all turning over, coming out of the North East, coming out of Newcastle, coming out of Borough, Darlington. Do you know what I mean? So, and you've got the twins there, the Olympians. Again, Berkeley fighter. What can I say?
I really need to contact Mark Dickinson's dad, Mark, to get myself down there. I really do.
You should do, definitely. Sit in one of them sessions because they're just. I can't explain it. He's not. If he sees them, like Graham, he sees them slap with all of the coaches there. You know, Big Mark, Little Mark, Roy's there. They're all on them. If they're messing about, if they're talking, like, they just stop. That's why they're so good, because they're just driving and they're sparring and they're mixing with everyone and all the different styles, and that's how they're so good. That's how they produce so many champions. It's just non-stop tech drills, like on the floor, like working with a partner. It's all well and good doing pads. You know, flashy me with the pads and that looks good for the cameras. Does fuck all for you in a fight. You know, you've got a partner in front of you and something coming at you, and you're doing tech drills, hand drills, like rolling, slipping, rolling. Like you'll have them doing stuff like that and non-stop rotating them and sparring. They've got 3 rings going at once. Unbelievable amateur gym. Best in the North East by him now.
Isn't that, is it Kieran McDonald? Is it Kieran McDonald? He's an amateur. Is he from there as well, do you know?
I'm not sure, mate. I haven't heard of him.
Well, he's from Sunderland.
I'm not sure.
All right, Rob. Good to see you again. So you're out in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time, and everyone can tune in.
Providing we find an opponent, because this last one's just pulled out, but I'm sure they'll be on it now, trying to find this one.
Did I hear right that this fight's going to be on? Is it Eurosport? I think they've.
Eurosport, I think, yeah. It's a Freeview channel. Yeah. It's on TV, so like hopefully I get a good slot. I'd like to be on mid card if I can. So I'm not. So the arena's full and bouncing. I wouldn't like to sneak out if there's only 100 people there and I'm on the other start. But it is what it is. I'm just grateful for the opportunity from Probellum and.
Any tickets left? Any stragglers?
I've got ringsides are sold out. I've got about 10, 15 80s, which is the outer ring, and 60s and 45s. I think there's a few there, 30 of each, perhaps. But I've done well on them, on the tickets. It sells itself, the arena. That show, it's like it's me home, innit? I'm from Newcastle. It's where I live. So traveling, like getting my boys down to Rainton, it's hard. Like for my last fight, I put 1,500 quid of my own money to fight to pay for my opponent. Do you know what I mean? I shouldn't have to do that, but it turns out it was a good investment because now I'm getting the opportunity for Probellum and I got a good stoppage win. So just need to keep the ball rolling, just stay on it now. So.
All right, Rob. I'll catch up with you soon then.